Last year at the proms, here in the Royal Albert Hall, something amazing happened. A huge orchestra of kids from the shanty towns of Venezuela came to play Shostakovich's 10th Symphony. One critic called it the performance of the season so far. It was an astonishing proms debut for one of the most remarkable orchestras in the world.
I would say in my experience that there is no more important work being done in music now than is being done in Venezuela.
The second half of the concert went off like a rocket. The prommers had never seen anything like it. But that's only half the story. The Simon Bolivar Youth Orchestra is the product of an extraordinary musical revolution that started 33 years ago and is credited with transforming the lives of an entire generation. How Venezuela used classical music to save lives, and why Scotland is now trying to do the same, is the story of tonight's Imagine. Venezuela's an unlikely setting for a musical revolution. Despite having some of the largest oil reserves in the world, 60% of its population lives in poverty. Since 1975, an ambitious scheme known simply as El Sistema, the system, has been taking children from all over the country and putting instruments in their hands. But it's not just about music. It's unashamed social engineering, keeping kids off the streets and away from drugs and gangs. The orchestra's conductor, Gustavo Dudamel, came up through the system himself. At the age of 27, he's acclaimed as one of the most exciting conductors in the world. Next year, he becomes music director of the LA Philharmonic, but his heart's still with the orchestra he grew up with.
For a conductor, the dream is to have an orchestra. I'm living a dream. Listen to the Simon Bolivar Orchestra. It's a big soul, you know? When I'm conducting, I feel a big soul there. It's something like... And you see the faces and the eyes, the smile. To live, they need music. And when they are playing, they are giving all their energy like it's the last time or the first time. Wow.
Among the 270,000 children being taught by the Sistema, a 9-year-old Oriana and her big sister Noelia.
The Sistema has had a big effect on me. It's helped me grow as a person, as a violinist, and as a musician, to be better in the future.
My mum and dad are happy. They come to my concerts and tell me that I'm doing well. I'm not sure that I'll keep playing the violin, because when I grow up, I want to be an actress.
The man who started El Sistema 33 years ago is Jose Antonio Abreu, and he's still in charge today. Abreu began with just 11 youngsters rehearsing in an underground car park. Now 15,000 teachers train over 250,000 children. What made you start the Sistema in 1975?
Es que simultáneamente yo pensaba que uno de los medios
I realized that one of the most efficient ways to fight poverty was to introduce excluded children and young people to a musical education, give them a way into music that they didn't have before. And turn their families and communities into our allies.
Abreu, that astonishing man, I mean, he should be given multiple Nobel Prizes, I think, for what he's achieved. I mean, he's a genius, he's a saint, he's a polymath. But he believes in the orchestra as a unique instrument for socializing children, for giving them discipline, for giving them passion.
He has a huge family. For him, we are his sons, his daughters. He's giving his life for his project. That's why the results of the project are amazing.
For kids that maybe haven't succeeded in anything else, maybe don't speak very well, don't do math, you see these kids getting better at everything because it gives them that kind of investment in their own identity. As I can do this.
No child is excluded. Children with special needs or who are blind or deaf all experience the transformative power of music.
Ese es el segundo gran patrimonio de nuestro
The set of values that is introduced into the children is that they live in a community that cooperates with solidarity, so that the orchestra becomes a school of social living. And the other value is that the community works and marches towards a common goal, a social goal, and an individual goal.
Yo creo que la creatividad es un potencial de todo ser humano.
I think all music creativity is of value to all humankind, but classical music allows for a more elevated and rich set of values, more complex, more complete.
Más complejo, ¿verdad? Más completo.
Esto es el futuro que debemos tener en el mundo. Miles de niños, por lo menos, hablando musicalmente, miles de niños haciendo música, miles de niños disfrutando el hecho de poder tocar un instrumento, de poder cantar. Y eso es posible aquí en Venezuela. ¿Y por qué no en el mundo?
The orchestra will be coming to the South Bank Centre in London early in 2009. And there are plans to set up a similar scheme in England.